Hello everyone, LadyDewinter here, and today we are in Rising World, and I am kind of in a different, odd place. Yeah, I even have a bed here. Got tired of flying back to the castle, which is over that way somewhere. Or maybe it's over that way somewhere. Anyway, got tired of flying back to the castle to go to bed. I have started the cathedral, okay? Now, this is just a start. This is not the way it's actually going to look. It's just a start. So, here we go. Here is where the cathedral is going to be. And so far, like I said, this is just a start, guys. Don't get all excited. This is not the way it's going to look, the final product. This is my method of madness in building. So, yeah. So, anyway, here we go. Here is the beginning of the cathedral building. Yeah, this water is really getting to be a pain in my butt. I don't know how to get rid of it. So there's just nothing I can do. And of course, as usual, my hands are taking an off week. Oh, for God's sake, now I can't get out of here. Okay, now, yeah. So, but this is what I am got going so far in my head. These are going to be 2 bell towers over here. I might change the design of them. I haven't decided, but this is going to be 2 bell towers. One here and one here. And this is going to be the vestibule where the doors are. I guess it's called the vestibules, the where the entry comes in. And then out here is going to be the main body of the building, but there's going to be a little bit more over here too. I just have to get it all built. So you're going to have to be very patient. This is a major build. It's going to be torn down and fixed just like the castle. Just like the castle. It's going to all have to come up to, eventually all these stones are going to have to come up to higher than this, because there's going to be a stairway that goes up here to, oh, for crap's sake, a stairway that's going to go up here too, to the main vestibule of the castle. So that's basically what I have so far of it. It's going to take a lot of work. I'm not going to kid you right now. It's going to take a crap ton of work. But this is what I have so far of it, and I'm kind of excited about it. I'm not sure. I don't know. I've seen some other designs for them, and I kind of like that, but I think I really like this design that I'm thinking of my head. I think I like it better. I haven't really decided. So we're going to have to see how this progresses and how it comes along and what I do with it. Yeah, it's going to have to be... Oh, hold on. Let me get a different stone so I know, because I have to get rid of that stone once I get that in. But it's going to have to start out being, let's see, where is that? Yeah, okay, let's take off the light. There we go. It's going to have to be that tall. The stone is going to have to be, and I can't seem to get my hand to do what I want it to do lately. I'm very sorry for that, guys. I cannot help that in any way, shape, or form. But this is how tall it has to be to start off with. This is where the ground is going to be, so that the stairway can go in. So all of that has to be taken care of. Now this is going to be a doorway in here, so all of this is going to kind of be a stone walkway, and then I'll put in other stuff as it comes. But for right now, it's going to be a stone walkway, because this building here has to be this tall. Yeah. So that still has to go up even more. Why did I decide to build this into a hole? Because I can't find any flat territory around here other than where the castle is to build this. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge here because, oh, for God's sake, jump. Because of the height of this area. So I figure we'll just block this in with stone. I don't know. I haven't decided. So anyway, that's where we're at with the cathedral build. Now this, like I said, this is not the final building. This is just part of the building. I will be adding on and deleting things, and yeah, so but that's basically what the cathedral's going to be. It's going to come out there. There's going to be some grass in there. I'll be changing blocks. I'll be deleting a lot of stuff and adding a lot of stuff, and yeah. It should be very interesting. Now, I don't know if you can hear this or not, but there is a bulldozer behind my house. The guy who owns the property back there is doing some work. So, yeah. But here we go. Here is the first main wall, and here's where it comes up to. So, now some of that road over there might be gone soon too. I'm not sure. I know that this has to be able to be walked in off of that platform right there. So, but this is where it's starting, and it's going to be a rather large build. It's not going to be perfect because I cannot do some of the things that I would love to be able to do to build in this game. I really would. There's some things like twisting boards and all kinds of things that I am incapable of doing. So, but we'll see what we can do with what we got and what we can do, and see if maybe we don't turn up something kind of cool. So we'll see. Now, this is going to have a floor across here. See if I can do that. That is very difficult to do right now, guys. Mainly because I have been, for the past couple of days, picking up huge stones and stuff in my own yard. Yeah, I got a garden video coming out for y'all very soon. Oh, see, it won't do it. It keeps giving me that thump noise, and I don't know what that means. I think it means I'm too close. But, yeah, the last few days I have been doing some pretty, for me, strenuous work. See, I can't do that. It just won't let me do it, and I can't use my hand that far away, so I've got to... That's why I'm doing a lot of the building just a block at a time at this point, guys. I can do that thing like that, but it's painful. It hurts. So see, I won't be doing that a lot because it just hurts so bad to try to do that. So, oh, there we go. But anyway, as you see, I have the cathedral started. I've got a plan in mind. I have plans and ideas and all kinds of cool things, and it's just going to take me some time, especially with my limited movement. Now, my hand might decide to act human again in a couple of days after it's rested. The problem is I don't get a chance to rest it because I'm so busy making videos and building things in these videos. So, now it's not all going to be out of the stone. I may eventually change the stone. I may do all kinds of things. So you're just going to have to be patient. It's going to be a work in progress. I haven't stopped working on the castle, but to be honest with you, I've gotten a little bored with that build right now, so I'm going on to something else. So, and as you can see, this is a challenge. This is going to be a challenge. It's going to be a huge, 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 huge building. It really is. So, and now I used to go to a church. It's not a cathedral. We didn't have any cathedrals in Cincinnati except for, I think we had a couple of really big ones, but I never got to go see them. They were away from where I lived, and so I never did get to go see the really big cathedrals in Cincinnati. So, oops. Well, that might be just how tall we want this. So, but yeah, so here's the beginning of the cathedral. Now, I also have a pub planned. for this build over in here on this road. Let me show you what I did for a road. I probably ought to show you this. Okay, if I can get up here now. So far the road ends over here, but it's probably going to go further down this way, okay? Now, let me get up in the air and flying. I've got to get my... There we go. Okay. Oh, that... I am so sore from working in my yard that I can barely use my hands. It's really... But the yard's going to look beautiful. You're going to see it in one of the upcoming videos. But here's the road from the castle. Okay, here's the castle. Here's the road out here. The trees are going to go. They're all this is going to be re-landscaped. I've got this going out this way. The reason I didn't build the cathedral over here is because of this. All this hilly, bumpy over here. That's why I chose to build it where it is. And I don't want it too close to the castle. But I want it close enough so that the people from the castle can walk over to the cathedral if they want to. It's not a long ride. Now, this road is also going to come out, where is it? Right here. It's going to come out further this way, probably way out here, because there's going to be farmland and people living out here, and yeah. So, but that is the general idea behind all of this. Now, I'm also going to take this road eventually around the wall of the castle here, around this way, and there's going to be farms and houses and stuff out here too. That's what I said. This is going to be a major build. That's why I hope we don't have to get rid of these worlds when he adds something in, because this is a major build, and I will cry if I have to get rid of this after I've done all this work on it. Now, my little shack here is going to go eventually too. This is all going to go. I'm not sure what I'm going to build over here. Probably nothing, because this is where the castle wall comes through here. So, but we'll have to see. I have not decided. I haven't made any real plans on this. I'm just winging it. And yeah, I realize there's a hole here. But for right now, this is where the cathedral's going to go. It's going to have a couple of buttresses out this way. Buildings kind of out this way. And then another building out this way. And a little bit back here is going to be the monastery, where the priests live. So, anywhere you find a big castle in Europe, oh, what's the name of the country? Britain, you will find a cathedral nearby. They were built, the cathedrals of old were actually built before the gigantic castles were. So, you know, hey, what can I say? But this is the beginning of it, and so far I think I've got some good ideas on what I want to do with it. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to land here. There we go. Okay, now I've got some what I think is good ideas for it, you know, what I plan on doing, but it's gonna be a work in progress, and you'll see me laying stone unless you don't. Now, if you don't want to see me do the actual building of this part of this, say so in the comments, and I will save this. I will not record any more of these until I start putting the finishing touches on, which means I may have to skip a couple of weeks of recording Rising World. Because, believe it or not, folks, and, you know, I know this is hard to believe, but YouTubers have lives too. And I have got laundry to do. In fact, there's laundry in my dryer right now waiting me to come attend to it. And if I don't, I have to run naked for the rest of the week. Now, that's a scary thought. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But I will have to get some housework and stuff done. And, you know, then there's the gardening, the weeding, and all that. So, I'm probably for a while not going to be doing 2 Rising Worlds a week, because I'm going to be using one of those days to actually build in the game. So we'll have to see how that goes. Now once I get these walls built, I may go ahead and fill this in with soil and all. I don't know. That's another thing I have not decided. I usually get inspiration when I'm halfway through a building, if that makes any sense to you guys at all. I have a very weird building pattern, and when I'm building something, I basically get this, I get ideas on the skeleton of it, but then as I fill in the flesh of it, I change it because I want something different. Like, for instance, with the castle roof. Remember how many times I built and rebuilt that? So, yeah. Now, see, this doesn't bother me because I'm using a different finger to do that with than I am the other one. So, I don't know why that does not bother my hand doing this, but it doesn't. This I can do just fine. It's when I try to slide across that it really gives me the issue. But, yeah, this is the main building so far of the cathedral. I've got beautiful plans. I'm not going to be able to do stained glass windows or anything like that because, frankly, I don't know how. It's going to have kind of a normal-ish roof. I'm not going to do anything too awfully fancy with the roof. So, because I just can't use all the building aspects of the game that I can. Now, I might be having some guest stars on also who are better builders than I am. We'll have to see who is available when I am recording. That is another one of the big things that I have a lot of trouble with, is who is available when I'm recording. So, yeah. Yeah, that is right now very difficult for me to do. That is really difficult for me to do. So, just in case you're wondering why I'm doing this the way I am, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but pickaxes are very heavy. And we live in Georgia where the soil is a red clay soil. And unfortunately, with that type of soil, once it gets packed down really hard, like years and years of it packing down, it becomes like stone. And I'm not kidding you guys. We had to take a pickaxe to this red clay soil to bust it up so we could put down real dirt so we could grow grass. Yeah. Yeah. When they dug out my porch, they had to use a pickaxe to dig out the square that the porch was sitting on because, yeah. Yeah, it's the red clay soil gets, well, it's one of the compounds they use to make bricks with. Just so you guys know that. It's the soil we've got brick factories here in Georgia because we have so much of that luscious red clay soil that it's, you know, how they build things in Georgia. But yeah, it's also used in concrete and various different things because it becomes stone so nice and easily. So, but here is the skeleton of the building. Uh-oh, that's not. And yeah, I didn't bother to go get any tools. I emptied my inventory during the last video where I did organizing. And it is now, I think, Wednesday here. You won't see this until Sunday, most likely. But yeah. And that noise, the stuff you're hearing behind me, that is the neighbor and his bulldozer. So yeah. So here is the main part of the building. It's going to be about this tall. It's going to be this tall. So, yeah. But this is going to be the bell towers. Kind of on the line of Notre Dame. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Notre Dame. cathedral, but the bell towers are square and they look like castle things. Castle towers, the square castle towers. So it's quite a accomplishment to build something like that, especially back when they built all these things. They actually chipped the stone using hand tools and laid it down using, I don't know what. I cannot imagine what they used to build this. I mean, they had to roll some of it in place. I cannot imagine what it took to build something like this. So, but these are going to be our bell towers. There we go. There is the skeleton of the castle. Now let me fly up into the air a little bit and show you what I have so far. This is, or the cathedral. This is it so far. Now, like I said, there's going to be more out this way and more out this way, and then some back here, because this is going to be where the monastery is, where the priests live. So, yeah. So, it should be very interesting to see how the build progresses. So, that makes this video long enough for right now. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to remind you that you're never too old to game, and I will see you in the next episode of Rising World. Bye-bye for now.